Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your August 2016 mid-month readings. I am still using the Gilded Tarot deck and I will still be drawing 8 cards for the remainder of the month with an additional ninth card representing your crowning energy and feeling over the reading. If this is your primary sun sign, it may or may not resonate predictably for you depending on what's going on in your lives because there's so many of you watching. Don't forget to check your rising and your moon sign as well because you may find that each of you 3 signs resonate for you in different areas of your life moving forward. Thank you, always thank you for continuing to watch, listen, subscribe, and comment. You guys are really fabulous with the comments. I love reading them. I read each and every one of them, and particularly the ones that describe how the readings are playing out for you in your lives. So thank you very much, and please keep those coming. I love, love them. Thank you. Always, of course, a special thank you to those of you who continue to reach out for personal one-on-one readings, and also for the updates you continue to send me after those readings on how they continue to play out in your lives moving forward. I thank you very much for the trust that you place in me to interpret and intuit the cards for you. And if any of you are interested in a personal one-on-one reading with me, you can just click on the little About sign on my channel's homepage, which will give you a little more information in detail on myself, the services I offer, and my contact information. You can email me directly at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. I would be delighted to work with you. Personal readings are my favorite things to do, so if you're interested, send me an email and we will set something up. I do readings full time and I work pretty well at, I get back to you quite quickly, and I usually can set up a reading for you within a few days to a week and a half, particularly recorded readings I can get out the fastest. So again, if you're interested in those, send me an email and I would be happy to work with you. So moving right along, this is for Sagittarius for August 2016 mid-month. Sagittarius, August 2016 mid-month. What does the remainder of the month of August hold for the fire signs of Sagittarius? Sagittarius, August 2016 mid-month. Sagittarius, August 2016 mid-month. Sagittarius, August 2016 mid-month. Mid-month, August, Sagittarius 2016 mid-month. Mid-month, August, Sagittarius. Okay. We begin with Strength, followed by the Eight of Swords, the Three of Swords, followed by the Page of Wands, the Three of Cups, followed by the Empress, the Two of Wands, followed by the Hierophant, and from the bottom of the deck, your crowning card overall energy is the World. It's really quite extraordinary. Sagittarius, you are the last of the August 2016 mid-month readings, and across the board with all of the signs, it has been overcoming challenges, pain, overcoming and moving through it, and you are no exception. It looks like some of you guys have been through some heartbreak or heartache recently, or perhaps maybe not so recently, but it's still lingering. Strength is being called for this, but it is time to move on, Sagittarius. It's time to breathe the free air and have some fun again. So we begin with Strength. Major Arcana card, Strength. This is about, well, strength, but not necessarily the brute brawn, show your muscles, wave your sword around kind of strength. This is more of the inner grounded kind of strength that comes from really facing your demons, facing your fears, facing your doubts and insecurities. This is about struggling through and overcoming and triumphing and being stronger because of that, striding fearlessly and courageously, not even necessarily fearlessly, but courageously into your future with your head held high, as this woman is doing on the face of this card. She has tamed the wild beast, this lion, which can be symbolic for, well, whatever this is for you, Sagittarius, because it's going to play out differently. I think for a lot of you, it's something to do with a relationship or someone that hurt you quite badly, but for others of you, it could always represent something you feel very emotionally connected to in project, job, career, spirituality, etc. But I feel like for a lot of you, it's more relationship oriented. This is about struggling and overcoming and recognizing that you are not, you are in charge of your own destiny, and you're in charge of being able to do this, and that you are strong enough to, because the Strength card crowns this Eight of Swords. Now, swords is governed by the element of air, so it's all about things in our minds, our mental outlooks and perspectives, how we look at things, words, ideas, belief systems. The Eight of Swords is a card that speaks of the energy of feeling held hostage, trapped, helpless, not in control of yourself, but it is illusionary, Sagittarius. These swords which encircle this woman are easily wide enough for her to walk through and away from. She's on her knees, but nobody's keeping her there. These chains wrapped around her wrists are not connected to anything, and no one is holding on to them. She could flip her wrists and those chains could fall up. She could stand up on her own 2 feet, rip that blindfold off, and walk through and away from this energy. This is illusionary energy. Some of you may feel trapped, bound, held hostage by what I think is heartbreak and heartache for a lot of you. But even though the pain itself is not illusionary, it is real. You are no longer held hostage by it. This card is illusionary, and paired with the Strength card, crowned by the Strength card, you have the ability to face this, take the blindfold off, realize that the prison you are in may have been of someone else's creating, but keeping you there, the only thing keeping you there is yourself. It is time to face it, conquer it, and move on. Powerful, powerful, powerful message. And it is about heartache and heartbreak, as the next combination of cards shows what this is really about. We have the Three of Swords, followed by the Page of Wands. Now, this combination is going to play out differently, of course. There's so many of you watching, but the basic underlying message and definition is the same. It's heartbreak, heartache, deep emotional pain, a deep crushing sense of disappointment, possibly feeling betrayed, having your heart broken. It could be in relationships, breakup or heartache because of infidelity or cheating. There is often a triangular energy involved with the Three of Swords because it is three swords piercing this heart. But however it specifically resonates for you, it's still the same. It's deep pain, it's emotional pain, it's heartbreak, it's loss, possibly even breakup for some of you. And it's connected to this Page of Wands. Now, this is where it can play out differently too. This can represent the person that was connected to this pain that caused you pain. It can represent you yourself because it is the Page of Wands, which is fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or another fire sign that perhaps caused this pain, or it was you, representing you. Pages represent the youngest and least mature energies of the tarot, but they can represent that younger mentality, kind of an innocence about something which for some of you may have been broken by whatever or whoever the cause of this heartache was. It can also represent that the person who in fact was the source of this heartbreak or heartache was just in and of themselves not very far along on the path of their own evolution, impulsive, spontaneous, not really understanding the pain that they caused. It's going to play out a lot of different ways, but really what you've been feeling trapped and held hostage by and need to face head on and move through is this heartbreak and heartache. It does not need to keep you feeling held hostage and powerless and not in control of your own life anymore, Sagittarius. It is time to face it, move through it, on and away from it, because that's what the remainder of the reading is about. We move next into some lovely bright energy. We have the Three of Cups paired with the Empress. So the Empress, major arcana card, the Empress says it is time to begin anew. What? I don't know. Whatever it means for you, but it's moving forward. It's starting over again. It's time to take that first step. This is the Yes card. This is fertility, rebirth, pregnancy, new beginnings. It says the ground is ripe to now plant the seeds. Now is the time to start new. Now is the time to begin forging a new path. It's time to stop thinking about it. You're not held hostage. It's time now to begin walking down a new path of life. That's exactly what this is about. It's the Yes card for starting new, for new beginnings, for new paths, for pregnancy, rebirth, fertility. It's time to actually move through this and to lighten up, to have some fun, to get out there, spend time with people who appreciate who you are, who value who you are, that you feel very good around, that you feel loved, authentically you. That's a strong theme of the Three of Cups. It's a card that's commonly associated. There's a strong social theme. Get out there, spend time with people that make you feel good, particularly if you've been feeling this trapped, isolated, held hostage, kind of retreating within yourself. It's time to get out, spend time with friends, celebrate life, celebrate who you are, and just Let the energies brighten up again. It's time to laugh again. That's what this means. This emotional happiness, emotional abundance, laughing, being more lighthearted and carefree. It's cups. Cups is governed by water. It's about feelings and emotions. And as you can see, a celebratory card, spending time with people again who value who you are, that you feel good with. That's also going to help move you through this energy of feeling trapped and still hurting. It's time to begin to walk down that path, to choose the path you want to go on, to walk down it and set your path, set your course. That's what the last combination of cards is all about, Sagittarius, at the end of August 2016. We have the Two of Wands and the Hierophant. So it is about choosing your path. Which path is going to move you forward? The key is to choose the one that holds the most potential and promise for expansion and growth down the road. It's a decision-making card. It's being at a crossroads. Don't get stuck in that energy. The Empress says you're at this crossroads, but it's time to actually take one foot, lift it up, put it down, put the other one down after that. It's time to choose your path, to begin moving, to set your path one way or the other, whichever path you feel is best for you. But it feels like you've been kind of in a cave and kind of being a hermit. It's time to move. And again, what's going to help you is spending time with people that value you, that care about you. Any new things you've been thinking about doing, begin. It's time to move through this and begin something different. Set your path. We have the Hierophant here, which can speak of many things: religion, churches, organized institutions, large corporations. It's about convention structure, again, setting your path. That may also help you move through and to continue to move through and away from this energy. Create a structure for yourself, a safe, good, loving structure for yourself. It can also represent that you also may find a deep source of support in helping you finish moving through some of this negative energy, which is still lingering, is a source of spirituality, church, a pastor, a mentor, somebody that you feel connected with in that sense as well, somebody who would represent or take the place of the Hierophant in your life. But again, about structure as well. It's time to move forward and to set your path. Overall energy, like with all the other signs, it's overcoming. It is overcoming. It's not just that I can see the challenge, I can see the heartbreak, I can see the difficulty and challenge, but it is moving away from that energy that you feel about being trapped and stuck in it. You're not. It's illusionary. Seek out support from the people that value you and love you, perhaps spirituality as well, a pastor, a mentor, a friend, somebody who represents the Hierophant to you. But it is all about overcoming. It's all about reaching the top of that mountain you've been struggling so hard to climb, overcoming the challenges, overcoming the pain, and becoming empowered, being on top of that mountain, feeling on top of the world, realizing how far you've come and how much you're still yet capable of doing. And again, valuing yourself and understanding how strong you really are. Remember these two cards. If nothing else, Sagittarius, you can do it. Lovely reading, strong reading, kind of almost a mix of, I can see the sadness and the pain that's still lingering, but I can also see you overcoming and moving through it. Really strongly recommend spending time with people that make you feel good. That's really going to help you. And also seeking out a good source of spiritual support, foundation for you as well. You are stronger than you think you are, more capable than you think you are, and you're going to move through this just fine, Sagittarius. So I hope you have found this helpful and hopeful, and I thank you very much for watching it, Sagittarius. And if any of you are interested in a personal reading, as usual, or as always, you can click on the About sign on my YouTube channel's homepage, and you can also email me directly at Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. I would be happy to work with you, and I thank you again for watching, and I will see you all in a couple of weeks for the September 2016 general readings. And until then, I wish you joy, peace, blessings, and a happy life. Thanks. Bye.